Greetings and salutations. My name is Nikki. This is Midlife Adulting. Welcome back to my channel. So today is my usual YNAB video, but I'm a little shy on YNAB content, and so there's going to be a couple other things I want to talk about. But first, let's start with YNAB. Let's actually just dive right in and pop me up onto the corner. Okay, so here we go. What I have is I get paid every 2 weeks, and last week I assigned all my money to all my categories. And I did a couple things that it didn't occur to me were going to be problems, and I'm going to skip right to them. So I'm going to look at the 3 overspent categories. The one I really want to talk about is groceries. So I get paid every 2 weeks, which means when I get paid, I need to set aside $400 for groceries and not just $200, which is why I am $192.91 overspent, because I didn't assign the money to that category. So I am going to do that now. I'm going to cover the overspending. I don't know what I'm covering the overspending with right now. Probably auto maintenance. So my husband got his car towed this weekend to the shop, and we are getting it looked at because there's a flat tire, the battery's done, and I think he needs his emissions and inspections that our state requires. Hopefully it is not a $600 job, but because I could use the money elsewhere, but if it is, that's what it is. And then the other 2 categories I'm over in are categories that I'm not budgeting correctly for, and that is alcohol. I have this as a category because it's something I want to track. I want to say at the end of the year, this is how much we spent on alcohol, and I want to be able to say this is how much I spent on alcohol, which is why I have it split between me and my partner. And I must have budgeted some. I did assign some to it, but I bought a bottle of peach bourbon, which sounds really good. I'm gonna take that, from auto maintenance again, and the same for my partner, and hopefully the car is less than $300 to fix. If not, I will be finding money from somewhere else, likely my savings account, where I moved $600 over last week to try to stay on track. I would love to have $10,000 in our savings account by the end of the year, in our joint savings, because that will let us fix things as problems appear on the house and other things. And so while I have a target for it, I am not going to stress if I need to take money out or move it around. So at this point, my budget is kind of the Discover It card. I got so many great comments. Thank you so much for trying to help me understand this. When I do take a little bit more time to look at this, I'm going to go look at the comments and look at YNAB, and I'm going to make things make sense. One of the things I did discover, I won't go to right now, but I was looking, so with this budget, I have 3 accounts connected, and I was looking at all of the accounts at one time, which meant when I transferred money to the savings, it showed both as inflow and outflow, and that was like, what? And when the credit card interest payment came in as it came in as a category I didn't expect. That's because I was looking at everything, and it didn't need to be on. It didn't. It made much more sense when I just looked at my checking. Then it didn't show up. When I looked at the Discover, it showed as an interest accrual. No problem. Good brain, solved now. I still need to save more for State Farm, because I am going to send them a check. I know the address I'm going to send the check to now. I have a feeling if I send them an $83 check, they're going to be like, this is not what we discussed. Mortgage, still need that. Auto loans, spent that. It's all cleared. AAA, that actually, the bill just came, so I need to take care of that coming up. GoDaddy comes out in April. Patreon came out already because it's a first of the month thing. Auto and house insurance. I need a little bit more. It says by the 15th. I don't know. We're at any rate. Everything has an amount. Fast food, I guess we're staying within budget. At any rate. So one of the other things, two other things I wanted to talk about. One is I set myself up a budget that is just for my checking account. I realized part of my confusion was seeing all of the accounts together. When I record, I keep my sidebar minimized so that all of my account names aren't showing. And by default, then when I hit that and when I'm not recording, I was seeing everything at once. And so that was part of my confusion, but I do like having a completely separate budget just for that. Okay, so here we have my personal checking budget. All the money is assigned. I have, I'll explain the market research category in just a moment. I have miscellaneous money that I wasn't sure how to assign it yet because I don't really have a feel for what categories I want. I set up a clothing savings because I bought clothes on Amazon. I am now going to return all of them, so I don't really need clothing savings, but that seems like a thing that I'm about ready to get new work shirts. So, and then I have a category for savings, but I also have a weekly cash withdrawal and a weekly spending money. The weekly cash withdrawal is $20 a week for me to have to spend on whatever I want, whether it's buying Girl Scout cookies, of course that time has passed now, or, you know, donating to the bell ringers, or buying from a fundraiser at work, whatever, just to have some cash on me. The other category is weekly spending money. Apparently I'm giving myself $40 a week. I think I'm giving myself $20 a week, and that's to spend on whatever I want to spend it on. In terms of, like, maybe I go get myself some fast food for lunch, and I have a category to track that. So that cash withdrawal, I don't anticipate spending all of that. What I do anticipate doing with it is starting to do some cash stuffing. Now, I tried cash stuffing on this channel. I have this set up for it. I don't know that this is going to turn into a major cash stuffing channel. I think what it's going to end up being is me stuffing one of those 100 envelope challenge packets, because I have a really cute one that's all Sailor Moon. And the reason I do that is not to save the 5,000 or 10,000 or whatever amount it is of the $100 challenge or the 100 envelope challenge. What has happened the last 2 years is when Christmas came around, I was short on money, and I was able to take out all of the money that I had set aside and stuffed in cash envelopes and stuffed in different places, and I had that to get Christmas gifts for the kids. And I really like that. Makes me feel safe to have cash stuffed aside, that when I really need cash, I have something to pull from. So I am going to start doing that with that cash withdrawal, weekly cash withdrawal, whatever I have left over, whether it's a $1 bill or whether it's, you know, 20, the entire 20, I'm going to set it aside. I meant to bring that over so I could show you on camera. Didn't happen. That's okay. What else? The other thing I wanted to talk about, that market research that I mentioned. I've got the letter writing bug. And years ago, I wanted to start a business called Windowless Envelope, where I sent real mail to people. It would be someone signing up, and I would send them a letter from a fake person. And it would just be like a pen pal situation, but like a one-sided pen pal where I just made up stuff and I sent it to them, and they would have real mail and something interesting to read every week. That never happened. I finally let the domain go. It's all fine. Well and good. But this week at work, I got it in my head that I was going to do this. And I've actually got a slightly different angle now. I am aware that there are letter subscription services out there where you get a historical story told to you in letters, or you get a mystery in letters, or you get whatever in letters. And I love that idea, but what I want is like, I don't just want a romance. I don't just want a murder mystery. I want science fiction. I want fantasy. I want to tell a story with letters, but I want it to be more, I don't know. I haven't found exactly what I wanted yet. I think I found a service actually that does it, and I picked out an 8-week plan, which is what that market research is, the $20.44. For $15, you get 8 weeks of letters, or possibly 8 letters over however, like 2 months or 4 months or something. And I picked one that I thought sounded kind of interesting. None of them were really my vibe. And can I remember the name of the site I ordered from? Not even a little bit. But, and then shipping was $5 or something for all of it, which makes sense. If there's 8 letters and it's 60 cents a letter, or 70 cents, or whatever the postage rate is right now. It's kind of out of hand, but I love getting mail. So I am working on writing the letters for the first story series. And then what I think I'd kind of like to do is get some folks to like trial it for me, where I send the letters and I just, instead of payment, I get feedback. This hit home, I didn't like that. And maybe I even include a return envelope with a stamp on it, so that whomever I'm sending to has the opportunity to write back and say, you know, this is good, that was awful, etc. Doing this requires a P.O. box. I swore up and down I was not going to get a P.O. box until I was earning money from the channel. That was going to be my, one of the things that I got when I first got monetized. I would need a P.O. box for this project to work out safely in my head. I have another option, but ultimately I'm going to need a P.O. box. But the bonus is it would only need to be a very small P.O. box, and I would really only need to make sure to check it once a week. And I think, even though, like, if I really committed to this as a business, I could really do that. So anyway, I am writing those letters, and I'm super excited because I love sending mail. I love getting mail back. Honestly, who doesn't love real mail? It's not a bill, and it's not election notice, and it's not coupons, you know, real honest to goodness mail, like a newsy letter. And I thought, I can do that. I write fiction. I can try to make this happen. And so I have a story idea. It's fantasy. Essentially it's a woman purchasing who has just purchased her first home. And of course she's in the middle of midlife, and the things that came with the house that she didn't expect. Not scary by any means, not a thriller. just kind of, I don't know. I think I'm writing what I would enjoy receiving, and I hope that it would be something that somebody else would enjoy. So yeah, that's why I kind of ran that survey a little bit ago, asking who liked receiving letters and writing letters, kind of thinking about pen pal situations, but also thinking about, you know, if I started this letters from nobody, would there be interest? And so yeah, if you've watched this far in the video, thank you so much, by the way. Leave a comment if you might be interested in being like a beta reader. I have a couple of friends that I would have run through everything first for grammar and structure, and did I have enough, you know, cliffhangers and everything. But I'd like people that I don't know to give feedback on this first run. And what this would be like the first set of letters available, and then I will write more stories and then just keep having them. So ideally you subscribe for one, but maybe you keep coming back for more. We'll see how it goes. Did I set up a YouTube channel for it? Yeah, I set up 2 new YouTube channels this week. That the one I don't know what I'd use for it, and the other one I know exactly what's going to happen with it. But anyway, okay. That's enough babbling. This turned from YNAB to cash stuffing to business ideas, but it's all sort of money related. So I'm hoping this works for everybody for Money Mondays. I hope everybody had a great weekend, and I'd like to hear what you did if you want to leave that in the comments too. But until next time, I hope you are having a great day. If you're not having a great day, I hope you're having a good day. And if you're not having a good day, I hope tomorrow is better. I will see you all later. Bye, love you, bye.